welcome back to the channel. How are you? Y'all, if y'all don't know, I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm excited. I love doing these videos, y'all. Like, first off, okay, let me start over. How are you guys doing? My name is Lacey Danelle, especially if you're new to the channel. But y'all, I'd be so excited to do these videos. I think one of the reasons why, if you have, watched the older videos, I have been, talking to God about my purpose and what I want to do or what He has called me to do and just living in my purpose. And I feel like, these videos or this channel is one of the things. I have some other things. And when I get those things set up and done and up and running, I'm going to let you guys know. But this right here brings me so much joy. But let's get into it. Now, if you've watched some of the other videos, especially the one before this, I did talk about, having another channel. Well, not the video before this. I think it's one of the other videos because I posted an older video from that channel over here for you guys. I'll try to tag it in the description box. But over on my other channel, I did one time talk about what about your friends. And that was just me kind of laying the foundation and the requirements of people that I want in my friendship circle, in my group. And one of the things that I remember or what I stick to is I definitely need believer friends, Christian friends, those who believe, who are on this journey as well. And, just some other requirements that I laid out. But one day I was out, doing my exercise, walking, listening to a podcast, and I think it was Jerry Flowers that I was listening to, and he mentioned that, a lot of the pioneers or people that he looked up to in the church or in the Christian community, some of them have kind of said they have left God, this doesn't work, or something of that nature. And I was like, wow. I said, that is crazy. But it drew me back to when I did the video, what about your friends? And it was just sad to know that they've been in ministry. And as Jerry said, these were people who you're ministering to the church, ministering to others, but then what about you? What about your home life? What about your life? And I'm like, so what about their friends? When they were feeling down, did they let their friends know, or whoever they were surrounding themselves with, that would have faith, that would push them, that would pray with them? What about your friends? So that kind of discouraged me because, and not to the point for me to, say, oh, I'm giving up on God, but it just discouraged me to know that as people in leadership, they gave up and I don't want to say they gave up so easy, but that they gave up. And I just wanted to remind you guys the importance of surrounding yourself with, friends in faith. Because you can't be the only one to have faith. You have to make sure your friends have faith as well. So when you start to feel like you want to give up or things aren't going the way that you thought they would go, that your friends are there with you. Again, throughout the word, we see a lot of, friendships. I know for me, just thinking about Paul and Silas, and I know Timothy was kind of more of a son to Paul, but just thinking about their friendship as well, thinking about David and Jonathan's friendship, just so many different things. And, just make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people. This is why it's so important to also have small groups, and especially in church. If your church offers small groups, and we're going to talk about church, and we'll put a pin in that, we're going to talk about church. But in being in small groups, making sure that you're just surrounding yourself with the right people. And then again, it is nothing wrong, y'all, with therapy. Being a believer, just make sure that whatever therapist that you do find, they're a believer as well. So whatever advice or guidance they're giving you is going to be Christian based information. But y'all, this is why again, I did this channel, because I feel like sometimes people come to know God, but they don't have anyone there with them to keep them encouraged, to keep them uplifted, to keep them just surrounded by His grace, that when they feel they can't pray, or they feel like their prayers aren't being heard, but God hears all our prayers, that they have people that is right there encouraging them, praying for them. They're stepping in and taking over. I saw a video the other day. I think I don't want to mess his name up, but I love his videos. I think his name is Albanair. And I don't know if you guys have ever came across some of his videos, but he has a video where he says, always pray for your friends. And yes, some of us tend to be the strong friend, but always pray for your friend. You never know. And he even said, pray to the point that God talks to you about that friend, so that when they enter the room and they're trying to be strong and say everything is okay, you could just pull them to the side and say, hey, look, God talked to me about this. I know what's going on, and I'm just going to pray for you. I'm going to be there. I'm going to surround you. Lean on my faith if you have to. But again, this is why we have to surround ourselves with the right people, because we need people that, of course, we know God says when we are weak, He is strong. And He's also going to send people that when we feel weak, they are strong, that we can lean on their strength and their faith, and vice versa. So again, what about your friends? Do a friendship check. Just as we list requirements, y'all, for what we want in our husband or our wives, drop the requirements, write out your requirements for your friendships. As I said, for me, my friends have to be believers. I do prefer to have mom friends just because I have kids, not to saying that I can't have, single friends, but I do prefer mom friends. I need to know that my friends are not just going to take, but not be able to give to me as well. So write out your friendship requirements. Those are important. And just, present them to God as well. As I mentioned in one of my other videos too, one of my prayers to God is, one, I would love more believer friends. And again, this is why this channel was done as well, because I want to be surrounded by believers. I want friends that are believers. And as I said, I'm also praying for mentors. I do have people that I see online. I tune into their videos and stuff, and I do kind of consider them mentors, but I need just somebody I could always have access to, whether it's a phone call, a face-to-face, whatever it is, Zoom, whatever. That's what I want to be surrounded by, so that when I do feel like I'm faltering or, whatever, I'm not giving up and saying, okay, well, God didn't do this and whatever. A lot of people, people talk about the timeline that we put on God if He doesn't do something when we think He's going to do it. And that's where we also lose faith as well. But again, friendships, who you surround yourself with in this walk, especially once you're going to take this walk seriously. I mean, we should be taking it serious from the beginning, but we know it's hard. We know it's difficult. But when you start this, you got to make sure that you have a community, a team, just people that when you can pick up the phone and they're not going to waste any time. I saw, I heard something where people say, we always say, yeah, we'll pray for you, but we never do. I tried my best now to, when my friends say, pray for me, once I can stop what I'm doing, I stop and I pray, or the minute I do have the chance to, I'm praying for them. They don't even have to tell me what I'm praying for them for. I just stop and I pray. So just make sure you are surrounding yourself with the right people, okay? All right, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know, are you guys enjoying this content? Talk to me in the comment section. Again, I'm just gonna remind y'all, check out my community tab, y'all. I post a lot of things there. Y'all can drop me an email if you want me to share something that you are going through, if you need some advice from or on something from the rest of the team, the rest of the community. But we are here, we're a team. It's just me right now doing these videos, but we're still a team. Everybody that's here, we're a team. We're here for you. If you need us as your friends, if you need me as your friend, I got you. All right. But you should know by now, number one, we are called to be soul winners. Make sure you're doing whatever you can to win souls for the kingdom. And as always, God loves you. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. I'm just going to keep reminding you of that. And I love you too, but he loves you more. All right. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.